Right, good evening everyone. Hopefully you can all hear me fine. I've already seen Flymo in the chat, so once again, mate, thank you very much for joining us and helping out. Not really much to report on the sort of layout side. I have done a few little bits. It's basically just been little things just to sort of help improve things. That's one of the little things I've been working on. So that's a little tiny Train Tech ground signal, which you can just see in the foreground just here. So yeah, I've done that. Good evening, Hot Dog Pilot. Thank you for joining us this evening. So yeah, not really much to report. I didn't go to Ali Pali. I'm not going to lie, I was happy to say that I didn't go. It's not one of those shows I enjoy, actually, which is a bit sad, really, but never mind. Good evening, Alan. Thank you for joining us this evening. Had a little bit of a shifty round of a few of the cameras as well. Admittedly, the one camera that I did try and focus on to try and get moved, unfortunately I couldn't find, I thought I had some little metal brackets, because just above this area here, so this area here, which you can see on the screen, there's a screw up the top there, and I was hoping to use that to basically bond it onto a bracket, and that would basically mean that the shed cam, which we all see, this one here, would basically be floating over the top, and it would be sort of more in the middle, so we can see a bit more of the shed and stuff. Sadly, that's not worked out to plan. Never mind. Hello, Aaron. I'm new to your channel. I'm very new to my channel, actually. Thank you for joining us, and appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the videos. So, Peter Jackson, good evening. Thank you for joining us again this evening. Were you at Ali Pali this weekend? No, I was not at Ali Pali this weekend, Flymo. I enjoyed staying away from that one, if I'm being honest. I don't know why, I don't enjoy the show at all. It's one of those that I think I went in 2012 as a public. I went in excuse me, just sort that out. I went in 2018 with a layout. I went in 2019 when I used to work for another company, who I shan't say the name. Oh, that's so good. We've just, I don't know if anybody's been hearing it in the background. I've had the tumble dryer running. But as it only had 6 minutes to go when I started the stream, I thought actually I'll just leave it running until it finishes. So I can happily say it's all finished now, which is good. I'll quickly do that and turn my heating on, so I can have some heating in here. Echo, turn off heater. That's the heater for the far end of the workshop, so we don't need that heated anymore. Just hit enter as you said you didn't go. Excellent. Phil, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. We've been seeing lots of stuff about your I'll think of the word in a minute. The diesel depot that you made for Key Publishing. So yeah, I've been watching a few of those videos the last few days. And yeah, it's good to see it coming along quite nicely. So yeah, that's what I said. Not a lot's changed really. A few new additions have arrived on the layout. One being in the form of another 1p. So yeah, I'm very happy to say that I have yet another 1p. However, this was one that I kind of missed out on it, actually, if I'm being honest. I had the opportunity to buy both of them, and I thought to myself, oh, I'll get the black one, and then I'll get the the grey. Sorry, then I'll get the maroon one as well. And I missed out on getting the maroon one. Now, my colleague, as some of you may know, I work for a certain model railway company in Lincoln, Digitrains, and yeah, my colleague there basically decided that he didn't want his 1p anymore. So after a lot of back and forth, bidding, shall we say, I eventually managed to get him down to a sensible price, and I decided to have it off him, which I'm really happy about, actually, because it's a stunning little loco, to be honest, and it is the maroon one. So, and it should just be coming into camera shot right about now. Look at that, like clockwork. That never happens. When do the trains ever run to time? Anyone? So yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. Actually, what I'll do is I'll run it onto the next camera along, actually. So, Phil, how was my break? Lovely. In fact, me and the wife very much enjoyed Krakow. Lovely time out there. Lovely weather out there. Bit bizarre weather, actually. One day I'm sort of walking down the riverside in sort of t-shirt, thinking it's like summer, and then the following day it was sort of -1 and snow. So, but I gather that even you guys here had the same sort of weather problems anyway. So, Aaron, I saw you helping New Junction. What do you think of the new HM7000? Can the DC ships deal with ABC braking when block detection areas are sensed? I'm very new to DCC. Well, the honest answer to that is I don't know. I'm still waiting for the chips to come in. To come into work. That should be a red signal, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sneak it forward as far as I dare, because I want you guys to see it in the camera. Spring! I'll sneak it forward a little bit, but yeah, I will have to pull it back, otherwise I won't be able to run it around. But yeah, so yeah, that is the new addition to the layout. So thank you very much, John D, for letting me buy that off him. So sporting the LMS banner this evening, that looked really weird. But yeah, so yeah, I'm really happy to have finally got hold of the maroon one. I'm just going to reverse it back so I can run some trains around. Lovely, right. Right, so going back to your question, Aaron, the HM7000 systems I'm yet to see. As far as I'm aware, the chips are coming out and they're coming into shops and all this lot, and people are getting hold of them, but I've been told that the app isn't working correctly. So yeah, until I get hold of one and put it through its paces, it'll be a case of we will wait and see. If I do get one and put it through its paces, I'll probably put it more in a diesel, because I suspect they still haven't sorted the chuff timing like they did on the TTS. That was one thing, the TTS chips were great. They put you into a market, they put you into a sort of thing, and you could get like some good sound for some good prices. That was fine in diesels, but when it came to the steam engines, the biggest thing that used to really just get to me was the fact that you couldn't time the revolutions. So, for instance, this locomotive here, this would have basically 4 beats per revolution because it's a 2-cylinder. You know, you get 3-cylinder engines. They got 6 beats. You know, 4-cylinder engines. Well, they only have the 2 beats, but anyway. But yeah, the idea being that you know, you want to be able to tune the chuff, and you know, I was seeing some locomotives and they were running along, and well, you were getting sort of 2 wheel revolutions per 1 chuff, and it was like, it's not. It didn't really. No, it didn't really sit well with me, so I never ever sort of did the thing. I did, however, have a little play with a Class 37, and I changed the speaker in it, and it was quite interesting to hear how many people were coming up saying, "Oh, whose sound file's that?" And they almost couldn't believe us when we were telling them that it was a TTS decoder in there. Ooh, an Accurascale. Ooh, Accurascale 21-pin blanking board. I know what that's out of. That's out of my Mark V set. So yeah, until I see one, as I say, I will test it. I will get hold of one and have a little play. Maybe my, actually, thinking about it, actually, tell you what we could do. The lovely Scott just here. That's a new acquisition from a few weeks back, so it's not got any sound or anything like that in it. So maybe I could have a little play with one of those chips in that, maybe, and just see what I think. Maybe. I also got the I've got it lurking in the shed there. I got told off for running it last time, so I won't bring it out. But I've got one of the Elizabeth II locomotives. It's not mine. It belongs to my wife. So yeah, I got told off for running that last time. Anyway, yeah, depot didn't come out too bad. Considering everything. Fantastic, Phil. I hope to start my layout for the first time at the end of the summer, as currently building an outhouse of 16 by 14 feet. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's big. So to give you a little rundown, Aaron, as you've not joined us before or seen anything. So what I basically have is this is a 10 by 10 room that we're in at the moment, and what I have is I have a nice corner desk all the way around here. I have 2 screens up there, little sort of workshopy area here, programming tracks all up on the side here, and all this sort of stuff. And then basically my layout, which you can just see behind me, it all floats above me. So this here, where I'm putting my hand, this is the side of my layout. So it literally starts in this corner here, and it works its way all the way around, all the way around, all the way around the back, all the way around the side there, and all the way around to the corner. And actually what I've done is, as you can see, in that very far corner behind us there, which you'll see in the top right hand side of your screen, there is a brick that's been removed from the wall, and that basically takes the 2-track main line through the wall, and it disappears all the way down 16 feet worth of garage, all the way down to the far end where it's a big return loop, which I can show you. That's the return loop down the far end, with some sidings and everything going in place at the moment. Not quite finished doing bits there, and annoyingly I have to sort of remove a section of the layout every time I need to do something, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically the return loop at the very far end. So yeah, you basically send a train off, goes all the way around the layout, all the way around, boom, off it goes, like this sort of thing. So yeah, I'll give you a little rundown. So yeah, this is camera 1. So this is basically looking from the top side there. So as you can see, I put my hand up. There's my hand in shot there. So the camera is just over there. It's actually quite clever how I managed to do that. But yeah, so that gives me the ability to sort of see the layout and do the bits I need to do when I'm sort of running everything around. So yeah, what we'll do here is we'll back the train up. Now what I've done is I've sort of placed a few little uncoupling ramps around the layout just to help me a little bit. So all being well, if I stick my head up and have a look, no, I haven't gone back far enough yet. But what I should be able to do is I should be able to run the train back, and going back you go. That's it. I heard it click. Now I have actually moved this coupling ramp back a little bit from the last time, because obviously, as some of you noticed, that the 10,000 clipped the stock actually the last time we did this. So yeah, we will endeavour to run it round. Okay, so that's the points change. So now we should be able to back right over that lot there. So yeah, what we see here is camera 1, nice LMS shirt. Thank you very much, James. So yeah, what we can do here is we can basically send this off into the distance. So yeah, that's camera 1. Camera 2 is this one here, which looks at the other end of the platform. Again, want to try and do something a little bit different with that. Maybe stick it on this side of the layout so it's a little more visible. Camera 3 is that one there, which we've all effectively called Flymo's Crest, because what actually the reason that's happened is basically it was a case of I was moving the camera once around whilst we were live, and it was picked up that that's actually quite a good angle. So yeah, and that was picked up by our admin guy here, Flymo Chairman 1. Thank you very much for all the work you do on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, I probably should read this out. So Aaron in the chat, thanks for the answer to my question. No loads. Will it be okay to pick your brains a little while? That's what I created the channel for, Aaron. So it's literally a case of we can literally go through, talk, sort everything out. Oops, I've missed my opportunity there. So hang on a second. I just need to change something, because what I want to do is I want to run it down the wrong side of the line, because I want it to go and pick the Mark 1s up in the return loop. So give me a second, guys. I'll just sort that out quickly. Yeah, so just going back to what I was saying, it's a case of the channel was basically created just to sort of showcase the layout and a bit of a blog, basically, so I could see my progress and all this sort of stuff. And it's actually been quite interesting for me. I've been doing it just over a year now, nearly a year actually. I've got a funny feeling my first stream was around this time last year. For some reason I've got in my head it was my birthday actually last year, which my birthday is Thursday this week. So yeah, that will basically be, well, that'd be interesting. I don't know why I did that actually. I can send it in both sides of that loop. Never mind. Right. Anyway, we'll let that shoot off down the far end. I'll have to watch it from this camera because I have no idea when it will appear. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll go and pick up that rake of Mark 1s there. So, Peter Jackson, is the pug sound fitted, John? I watched a shunting demonstration with a pug yesterday. Yes, my pug is sound fitted. Is it on the layout? Oh yeah, it is on the layout. Well, okay, you know more than me. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, then what we'll do is we'll get it out and we'll have a little bit of a play. I've got a few wagons up here actually, so yeah, we can get that out and have a little bit of play in a minute. What I'll do is I'll just push the. Oh, it's getting down there. That's fine. Sorry, I've just got a little gap through there so I can see through, and the curtain there is to keep the draft at bay. So it's a bit cold down that end, but yeah. There's the 10,000. Now, rather annoyingly, I'm going to have to go down and sort this out. So, but there we go. Right, so, evening Clydebridge, thank you for joining us this evening. Had a shower, excellent, nice. And you'll be up at 4:50 tomorrow. Woo. Nice. I hope that's not too late a one for you. I hope we don't keep you too long. But yeah, thank you once again for joining us. Aaron, your layout is much larger than I planned. I think the return loop is great. I'll be taking, a long time doing this, I reckon, and may have some impossible ideas. Ooh. My Sunday nights at JMC will now be filled now. Fantastic. Thank you, Aaron. Really do appreciate that. Clydebridge, this will be mainline loco 22 I'm getting now. It's not a 47. Oh no, Clydebridge, what have you done? You've let us down there. We was expecting a 47. Actually, that would have coupled. Okay. Actually, I went down there for no reason. That would have actually coupled up fine. Didn't realise that. There we go. What loco would it be there? Not a 47. Are you okay? Yes. That was exactly what I was thinking, Flymo. Right, so what we need to do now. So, right, we'll come back into the main section of the layout, because what we need to do is we've got this one waiting outside the platform, and of course we've then got the problem of this is sat in the way of the platform. So, what I need to do now is I probably need to go and get something out of the shed. So let's go and have a look, see what I've got in the shed. Bum, 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 bum. I'm actually thinking about it. I've got... Let's have a bit of a 1p. Oh, wrong one. Let's have a bit of 1p fun, shall we? I'll be up before 5 as I need to be working 6. Harvest carrots, lovely. Carrots help you see in the dark, apparently. I don't know how true that is, if I'm honest. I can't see anyway. I should probably show off the fact that I use ABC on this as well, actually. So my hands are here, my controller's just down there in front of me, and basically I'm not going to touch anything. I'll let the 1p run off into that little section there, and that will basically stop on its own. Signals against it, so yeah, it should stop somewhere in that section there. He says, he hopes. Look, Ma, no hands. as the slowest, sedatest stop ever, but there we go. So yeah, it's just showing the fact that I do have ABC on my own layout here actually. So yeah, obviously in this case, as you know, you run ABC into a section, you reverse, and you can come straight back out of it. So yeah, that's exactly what we'll be doing, because what we need to do is we need to run round here. And we need to go and get some coaches out of the station, basically. So I'll do a reveal as part of the April update. Means get 2 loco revealed. I've got 47715. Cool. Another 47. I did have a 47 once actually. I want to say Thor. I don't remember which one that is though, but I think I had a green 47 by the name of Thor once upon a time. I did have 2 37s at one point as well. That was a blue one and had a blue one and I want to say it was a rail sector freight one, coal something. I can never remember. My biggest problem is I have too many locos, can never remember what I have or anything like this. So Dominic Z, good evening mate, thank you for joining us. What have we got in the kick lines today? Found a dinky toy, die cast, an oak bridge, drag strip playset. Cool, that sounds wicked. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this. Darn it. So yeah, I've pulled that loco out to pull that stock, and I've got a bad feeling that is my that is my all those coaches are fitted with lights. So I've got a bad feeling that the 1P is not going to be up to the job. We will soon find out though. Oh no, okay, alright, it's surprising. Oh no, there we go. Ah. A little engine that could. I'm in the process of trying to get a, as you can see, my Raker coaches there. They're all they're all LMS, and I want to get a BR set. I am currently looking at a set on eBay at the moment, but I'm trying to basically get the guy to part with them for what I consider to be a reasonable amount of money. He, on the other hand, is not playing ball. Ooh, hang on. Just make sure it makes it all the way down to the reverse loop at the far end. Yes, it does. gotta be. Go on. Get there, get there, get there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Come on, little 1p. This is quite entertaining. Poor little 1p is all I'm going to say. Ah, it's not doing it, is it? Well, that's bitterly disappointing, but there we go. Right, do excuse me, I'll leave you that nice image. Guess who's on the bridge? Those of you that do it. Oh. How bizarre. Okay. I'll leave it off camera and then it decides to come back. Okay. Look, it's there. I don't know. It just made its way back. Right, so anyway, let's go through the chat. Sorry, I've been ignoring you guys in the chat. Playset comes with 2 cars, authentically produced by the TV Accurate from Dicky Tours. Very cool. Like it. DCC it. Dave will drop it off and I collect it. Don't know what's going on there. There's obviously a conversation going on in the chat. Never seen that before, Alan. Mind you, there's not a lot of carrots growing in my area. Fantastic. Clydebridge, my plan is 60062. Is to be regular regional railways. Set from either Newcastle via Carlisle or Leeds via Carlisle. It's going to invest something special. I like the 60s. I think they're quite nice looking things actually. Who else thought the Cavalax 60 was quite a cool idea? I kind of liked that actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. So oh sorry, yes, hot dog, I did miss that. Any of your colleagues experience or yourself experience any of the MTH locomotives? I've experienced the MTH locomotives in the past. They are very nice, to be honest. I think it was a Union Pacific locomotive. I want to say it was something like a 210 or something like that. It was a big Union Pacific thing, and it ran really, really nicely. So yeah. Do rate them, do think good of them. So yeah, if you're looking to invest in one of them, mate, then carry on. Yeah, what are you thinking of getting, just out of interest? Clydebridge. Dave Watson will drop. That's Scooney Hobbies. We will put the decoder in it, and then I'll. The 60 is a Hornby one. Very nice. Whose decoder are you going to have put in it though? Are you having one of the HM 7000s put in it, or are you having a Zimmo, or are you having an ESU? Are you doing sound or non-sound? I suppose that's the other question as well. I can't really do. As funny as it sounds, I can't really do non-sound, but then again I do have one locomotive moonlighting over there that doesn't have any sound in it at the moment, which is the well, actually there's 2 actually, because some of them don't even have decoders in them at the moment, but yeah. So got a problem with Peninsula K4 I just got. Oh dear, what's the problem, Hot Dog Pilot? We'll see if we can do it. So Flymo with the ever useful links in there. The 60 from Cavalax is a very nice model. The was it 56 they did? That's a really nice model actually. You know, I don't do modern image or anything like that, but that 56 was, yeah, it's really nice. Looks really smart actually. So yeah. I was there yesterday buying trees. Trees! Oh, I need to get loads of trees for this at some point. Start building it all up. No idea. Jim will choose the decoder. No sound. I only have 2 locos with sound in. So 47346 and 47583. Okay, that's interesting to know. Right, I got to remember what I'm doing. Oh, I got a bit of a headache this evening, guys, so I do apologise if I'm stuttering around a little bit, but yeah. That was a reassuring click I just heard then. What is a reassuring click anyway? I don't suppose you can get them in the oh, Mark 1's in the Intercity livery. Don't know who did them actually, but yeah, the Lima ones, they're okay. Nothing wrong with them. I've got some of the original. I think they were the Dapol kits, and I use them occasionally on one of my layouts. But yeah, I mean, once they're weathered and they all look nice and they're all dirtied up, they actually look the part really nice actually. So if it works for you, then go with it. Yeah, exactly. Rule number 1, as we say here. It's rule number 1. It's your railway. It's your rules. Do what you like and enjoy yourself at the end of the day. I'm going to send this one off to the turntable, I think. It's a lovely little coloured locomotive. I do like that loco. It's very nice. Do 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 do. On the track, F3 turns sound. Smoke lights on, but as soon as you increase the speed even by 1 step, it accelerates no chuff to a scale speed of 30, stops dead and repeats it. Idle sound. Well, okay, the first thing I would do in that scenario is I would perform a decoder reset. So general consensus is CV8 to a value of 8. I will just go and check myself because sometimes they do funny things. Sorry if you see the cameras or anything like that jumping around a little bit. Is it a proto sound? What we should try and find here. Just see if I can find the information regards to done that. Oh, okay. Always worth an ask though, because I don't know what you could have done. Proto 3, okay. I mean, I did see, just quickly searching through an article there, that there was a CV8 and there was a different value. It wasn't to a value of 8. So do check with your manual and all this lot, and check it out. P1, it's a 1P Flymo. So yeah, the P1 was the LNER 282, I want to say, and I think the P1 was also the one that had the donkey engine underneath the rear cab. The only reason I know this is because the well done, Peter. Yes, the Thomas is hiding behind the engine, behind the signal box there. Yep, you're right. The only reason I know this is doing the 5-inch gauge stuff that I do. One of the chaps there, I've had the pleasure of driving his engine a few times now, and what a beautiful machine it is. But yeah, that's a P1, and that's a fantastic thing. Check the manual, CV828. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We should go off to the turntable of doom. Actually, that reminds me, I haven't actually set the table of doom up today, because it doesn't remember its settings at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. Let's check the IP address. It's 37, not 36. Why is it every time I do this it changes? Yeah, that's not configured right. Oh dear. So do excuse me for a second, guys. In actual fact, what I'll do is I'll screenshot you across so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is basically the turntable config. So basically I type in an IP address, and that gives me the ability to configure the turntable. What it's not doing at the moment though, which I need to sort out with its developer, this is DCC interface. What it's not doing at the moment is remembering the positions. It's almost like it's almost like the memory chip has decided just to lose all the ability to store any memory, so I have to literally power it up and check it each time. But yeah, that's basically it done now. So once I've done that, it's a case of I can go back to the screen there, and we've got a turntable that now moves to the relevant positions. So if any of you have noticed, my wife Jen G has snuck in the chat there, so there you go. I know what we will do, just for Mr. Jackson, we will go and get the roster. Where are you, pug? There you are. Oh dear. Generally helps if I set the point correctly, didn't it? Excellent. Right, let's... Not the best. It's got a good whistle on that. Sort of. I do think there's a little problem with one of the points in the yard there, actually, in the MPD area. So, yeah. Clyde Bridge. Oh, no. Clyde Bridge. Well, it's John's birthday this week, so I'm sure he's deserving of a couple of items. The best denim world. Oh, dear. What are you trying to get her to buy for me? I've been trying to get her to buy me some steam trains for the layout all week, but she ain't having that. No, the one thing, bless her, you know, and I do kind of agree with this a little bit, is if I generally want something for my hobby, then I just go out and get it. So, you know, it's quite literally a case of, bless her, my wife, will buy me something else other than nothing model railway related, basically, which I kind of like, if I'm honest. Let's go get some bits. It's a big train. Right. What I need to do is I need to sort out getting a... You can't really see that, can you? Because the chat box gets in the way. The problem with this is... So does the signal box. Actually, that don't look too bad there, does it? So... Looks like the talk of jeans here. I'm not sure if I like this idea or not, to be honest. Right. One thing I must do is I must get that logo out of the way. So, we need to go and move Windward Islands. Oh dear. I'm just reading the comment in the chat from Clyde Bridge. 1 point it doesn't like. Yep, that's about right. A lot busier motion, not fast progress. Yeah, it's only got tiny little wheels on it. It's actually still got the standard Hornby motor in it, actually, believe it or not. I want to put a smaller motor in it at a later date, so I can basically just get a bit more of a see-through kind of thing with the cab. So yeah, regards to the detuned turntable, no, you'll see in a second I haven't managed to detune the turntable. It's a bit wee. It's a bit fast, yeah. Never mind. Smallwood Junction, good evening. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm trying to run trains, I'm trying to chat, and I've got a thumping headache. So it's really not going that well tonight. However, we are an hour into the stream, so clearly I'm obviously doing better than I think, as some of you are all still here. Oh, blimey. Let's get the Scott out, actually. Let's get the Scott out. Scott. Oh, still set number 3. That'll be why I can't find it on my list. But there we go. Let's get the Scott out. Oh! Right, okay. To have an entire dead point there by the looks of it, Flymo. Actually, so it's not just the Evening Paul. That's Smallwood, I'm guessing. Sorry. It does look like it's that set of points, yeah. I'll have to investigate why. It should be on a frog juicer, so it should all be working. Well, should all be working 100%. I don't know. I need to investigate as to why. So yeah. Have you heard the big news? What, my 22nd? Excellent. Oh, so have you only recently bought this then? What I'm driving at, do I have a crack myself or seek a refund? I'm just going to advise you do what's best for you. At the end of the day, sort of buying something second hand or anything like this, it's always a bit of a sort of interesting sort of thing, and as a whole, MTH locos don't tend to they don't tend to follow the conventional kind of norm when it comes to certain things. So yeah, if you're thinking of taking it apart and changing something or doing something to it, I would probably advise against it, if I'm honest, and I would probably, if it was me, I would probably say go for the refund. But you do what's best for you at the end of the day. So, hello.
Hello.
Babe, I have a big bottle here. Oh, top me bottle up. Hang on. Oh, paracetamol. Oh, this is nice. I'm being fed paracetamol. Go for it. I'm gonna tip it in my cup. Hang on, stay there. Hang on, let me just tip it in here. Oh, it's going to fill up my drink. Oh, it's going to fill up my drink. What? There we go. You can come in. Come on. Mrs. G will not go on camera. No matter how many times I ask her to go on camera, she will not go on camera, bless her. I love her to pieces though. But yeah, bless her, she just bought me some paracetamol there because I've got a bit of a headache. I've had a bit of a headache all afternoon actually, which isn't very nice. I don't want to say the dreaded C word, but I might have to do a test, I think. Not been feeling great now for the last few days actually. So blah, 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 blah. Do you have a spare chip that you can test in it, Andy? That would be a good shout actually, yeah. Trying a different decoder in there if you've got them. Obviously I know the MTH ones are a bit awkward when it comes to actually testing things, so yeah. Jen Clydebridge, Jenna's got a Jen G, sorry, she's got a very nice give you a tip about headaches, rub deep heat. No, can't do that. Can't do that, Clydebridge. I break out in I have an allergic reaction to that. So yeah, has the compound gone, John? No, it's still sat there. It's just tucked a little bit further back. It is just up there. I don't know if you can just see it. Hang on, if I make the screen a little bit bigger. There it is. It's just up there. Because it's got no motor in it. Actually, it was basically just a donor thing. So yeah, basically I ended up acquiring that for virtually nothing. I do have motors for it. Yeah, I do have motors for it. I just need to get round to fitting them and getting on with it. So yeah. Right, go back to what I was doing. Was I doing something? I can't remember what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Yay. Change the signal. Run the train out. This is a quiet one. I like this. Say it's quiet. It's actually really noisy when it drives actually. Do like a Scot. That is one thing I really like a Scot. But there we go. Quick question. When an engine automatically stops at a red light using block detection and ABC, does it automatically start and the signal gives a green when changed? Yes, is the honest answer. I can't do it with this one. So bear with me a second. Hang on. I need to work out what's where at the moment. Right. So. Of course, I've just remembered this is the heavy set, so it's going to take a little bit of a while to get going, I think. But never mind. Right. Yes, it does. So what we'll... Aaron, excuse me. What we'll do is we'll try and get everything sorted. So, yeah. All right. Okay, thanks. But 6 is a crowd on a layout. It's definitely 2 more than 6 on here. Well, I'm a Scot, so I hope you like me. Thanks, Clydebridge. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just let this run into this section. This might not work that great because obviously the pickups on the... yeah. That's not going to work correctly, or is it? No, it's not going to work correctly. Rather annoyingly, because the coaches have pickups in them, it bridges the gap on the ABC, so that's something to be mindful of when you do it. But what I'll do is I'll put it into the station, I'll run it round quickly, and then I'll basically show you. Oh, come on. Not going to make it round that corner, is it? What's the crack? I've got locomotives that can't pull things. Ooh. Right. So, what I'll do is I'll just quickly set this up. So, what I have is I'll quickly just sort of activate it. Right. So, in this section here where I've got the red signal in front of me, I have an ABC section. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to send the 1P off. So I'll send it off this way. Toby's decided to join us this evening, as is Ashley as well. Good evening. They join us from cyberspace as opposed to being here like they normally are, but never mind. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to send this off on its own on a little trundle. That signal should be red. But anyway, there we go. Oh, I've lost the camera. Lost the camera. So yeah, what we're basically going to watch is this section here is controlled by ABC and on that signal there. So what we'll do is we'll run the loco into the section, which it's just got into now. So yeah, that loco has now come to a stop in that ABC section. Now there's two things I can do at this point. So the controller itself, which if I just sort of bring in the screen a bit, the controller itself is still set to full power, which is this one here. Okay, I can either drive it out of the section in the opposite direction, and that will basically work no problem at all. Or what I can do is I can basically change the signal in front of it. So if I go back to this here, if I go and change the signal in front of it, no hands as you see, that will basically just resume where it left off basically. So I hope that opens your app. If your wife gets you some jeans in the world for your birthday, if you get him Wranglers, make him wear a pair on the next live stream. Thanks a lot, Kybrid, really appreciate it. So, hi Jenna, I hope you're well, from Toby, everyone. Hi Ashley. Ashley's got lots of GWR locomotives. Aha! James from DCC Train Automations. I'm amazed you are here, sir. I would expect you'd been packing down at Ali Pali, if I'm honest. So, Eric, I did see you in the chat somewhere, so I hope the Ali Pali show was good for you as well, mate. What I need to do is I need to play Go Fetch. Too many locos, too many locos. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Getting a lot of people in the chat this evening. I really do appreciate it. Driving back from Ali Pali now and watching me while you're driving. Now that is worrying. I hope you had a good show though, mate, and I hope it's all gone well for you. Not really much to report here. We've got a Hornby locomotive here with a Hornby decoder in that's behaving like a bag of rubbish. So yeah, I'll need to sort that out at some point. And then the other thing we now need to do is we now need to go and fetch a locomotive. You've pinched a Colax Cavalax. Oh, what a Colas Rail Cavalax 56 for the week. Excellent. I look forward to seeing your review on that, mate. I actually saw them myself a while back and thought they're pretty nice looking locos. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you basically put about it. So yeah. Did Lima ever enter Vinci unveil with white roofs? Oh, don't know about that is the honest answer. Aaron, thank you for the demonstration. Basically, no hands, brilliant. Ultimately want to just change the points. Yep, that's pretty much the way you can do this setup basically, which is quite nice when you have everything working anyway. So I'm not driving, Mike is. Well, I should blooming hope you're not driving, you daft. Oops, we're going to have a crash. Oh, that was a bit heavy. Dun, 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 dun. Right, I need to stick that further back. Oh, chat's going so quick I can't keep up with it all. It's mad. Oh yeah, please do. Yes, as Flymo says there, you know, hit the like button. Goes a long way for the channel. Thank you very much. I don't actually know what it does, but yeah, it's nice to get likes. But there we go. Busy weekend. Gone too quick though. Yep, it always does. Glad to hear that DCC train automations. Have a safe journey and good evening from Flymo there. With the sat nav, Mike's the new sat nav apparently. Map. Does anybody actually know how to read Ordnance Survey maps anymore? It does make me laugh when people say this sort of thing, but anyway. Busy on Saturday at Ali Pali. Did you go? Hot dog. Yeah, gonna do a video on my thoughts. Most advanced in UK. 00 locomotive out there at the moment, I think. At the moment, yeah. At the moment. Have you got the sound fitted one, or is it just the normal loco? Because that's actually got some really cool features with the fans and all that sort of stuff on it as well. I wouldn't know. I'm a northerner. Quote of the day from my wife. Thank you very much. Right, so while I've been mucking around and doing all that, so I've got a loco in the platform waiting to come out. I've got a loco waiting to come in, and then I sent that 1P out as well. Now what I basically did was I set the point against it, so the 1P is basically decided to stop there. So now what I'll do is I'll change that point, no hands, again, and it's a case of that will now start itself moving. Basically just means that, you know, it's got protection behind the other trains. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll bring this into the engine shed, so it will come across from the far side and bring down that middle road there. That's absolutely fine, Aaron. We all started somewhere. We've all got to learn things, so not a problem. Not a problem. Glad we could help. Yeah, sound fitting, matey. Independent, fully independent fans. Auto flange squill. Not to mention the nuts detail. Look forward to seeing it. Got to shoot. Just thought I'd say hello. Chat to you later on. No worries, mate. Take care. Again, hope you enjoyed the show, and look forward to hearing your thoughts on Cavalax. So yeah, take care, mate. The block detection, I haven't actually got block detection on this layout yet, actually. I've got areas where the block detection is going to be used, but I've only actually got 2 areas working. So the only area I have working at the moment is I've got this end point here, this end road, oops, sorry, this end road here, this one here, that's got the block detection on it. That was just basically me doing some testing, and the turntable is the only other one that I've got the block detection on. So if I run this, tell you what I'll do, oh, that's the wrong one. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just bring it onto the turntable here, You'll have to excuse me. I'll have to turn around. But yeah, when the 1P gets on the turntable, you'll see the turntable will light up red. Yeah, so you'll see the section there has lit up red, and that's basically indicating that the turntable's occupied. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll move that there. Well, hey. Stupidly fast. Spinny right round. Oh, reading the chat and I've just crashed. Reading the chat and you crash. Just the way to do it. I think I'll speak to Anorax Anonymous to see if they can fix or refund. Oh no! Well, Sophie's usually very good, so yeah. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine, Hot Dog Pilot. Yeah, sorry you've had a bad experience of it. Actually, I was looking at some of, I think it was the Athern stuff on her stand a while ago. Actually, she had a fair bit of stuff on there. Excuse me. Oh. So yeah, right. Let's get a train going, shall we? This one here looks like a good candidate. One goes out. Another comes in. Stuart Wright, good evening. Just joined this evening after 2 superb days at Ali Pali. Well, there we go. Some people do like Ali Pali. Oh dear. Guess what else catches on the platform? Yay! It'll be a quick little spin around, I think. Oh no, I haven't gone far back. Oh, you're not letting go, are you? Why not? There we go. Why? Don't know why. Right, we need to get this out of the way. Oh. Okay. Ugh. That's better. You have to excuse the wobbly tender. Uh-oh. Oh, it's all going wrong now. Oh, it's too fast, this thing. God. It's too fast, this thing. I can't change the points in time for it to blooming work. So, right, what we'll do, I think, let's stop you there, I think. Only just stopped. Mind you. Stick that over there out of the way, I think. That is right. 4F. Let's get the 4F out of the corner. Yep, definitely something to do with that point, Flymo. Oh, what have I missed? Never had a problem with that before. Joined the CNC. Good evening, Stuart. Clybridge was at the layout yesterday. Estimating the trees, trying to track the glue down. Low relief co-op as well. Cool. Tool inspections. Lots of conversations here. What's this? What's this? What's this one, Flymo? Oh, I didn't actually know she had a. I didn't actually know she had a Facebook page, Flymo. So I've just added myself on that actually. Right, spin that around. Do. In the meantime, what we could do is we could get the 2MT out of there. I think. Let's have the IVAC 2 out of there. Heritage Road, good evening, thank you for joining us. You join me trying to run the railway and trying to keep up with the chat. So, sorry, me again, question. If you only have the block detection in 2 areas, are you using the block detection before the lights? Oh, no. Right, what I currently have at the moment, Aaron, is there's little tiny ABC boards around the layout, and what they basically do is they are connected to a set of relays that basically work with DCC relays that work with the signals. So when the signal's in green, it bridges out that ABC board, so it allows it to carry on. You can do block detection controlled, basically say it does it that way, but that's the software side of it, which I don't use on JMRI, if I'm honest. I just use the basic control from ABC. No one. Head is pounding, by the way, guys. Right, we'll get this one out of the way then. Oh, what? Well, that's pretty bad. Oh, sorry guys. Gonna make myself look like an idiot. Yay! Try again. Oh! Oh, not got away with that. Not quite. For goodness sake. Oh, yeah. Now, the one thing I strongly recommend is if you're going to put ABC on your layout, don't put lighting in your coaches because it bridges the gaps between the ABC section and the normal section. So the ABC doesn't work as well as it should, as we've just witnessed there. For goodness sake. Oh goody, what's happened now? Oh. That's twice that's done that now. We're having a bad day here, I think. Oh dear, never mind. La 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 la, what's going on? That was a powerful takeoff. It left the train, yeah. Nothing is going right tonight, John. No, definitely not. ABC is perfect. Shut up, Phil. It doesn't work perfectly, and you know it. Are those Suburbans new, John? They look very nice. Whoops, yeah. Those Suburbans aren't new. I've had them for quite some time. These particular ones here, they've actually got carriage lighting and lamps on the end of them and all sorts. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll have a little sort out. Yep, it's all going wrong tonight, guys. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Nothing works perfectly. Oh man, that's not cool, Flymo. Poland's a lovely place though. I mean, I've been twice now. I really enjoy it. So. Thanks, Flymo. See what we might do for a giggle. Come on. Let's take the little DMU out of the station. I'm in two minds whether or not to sell this little bubble car as well at the moment. It's a Western one which doesn't really fit with my layout, so... Ding 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 ding. Excuse me. Do excuse me a minute. Sorry guys, just having a little bit of a sort out down the far end. Oh, head is absolutely pounding now guys. So yeah. So no lights in the carriages or pickups in the carriage to bridge the interference with the ABC. Well, I've learned a lot. Hard part for me making it happen when I start building. Thanks again. No problems, Aaron. Really do appreciate it. Just control from the ABC. That's what I want and need. Nice and basic for me. Just don't want to apply on software. Changing points. No, because you can basically use the points. You can use switches on the points, actually. So these are the points I use. I use the little MP1 point motors, and you've got the inputs for the points, and then you've got a switch output on them as well. So what I actually do is I actually use the switch to bridge. Well, I did use the switch to bridge the ABC boards. Bear with me. So these are the ABC boards. These are the ABC boards I use. Let me just put me on screen a second. So yeah, they're the ABC boards I use. So one wire to the track. So basically, in the direction of travel, I've got it set so the I can't remember now. I can't remember. Hang on. Yeah, so the direction of travel, the loco is looking at the left-hand rail. So that's the way I've got it set up. And that basically, all you're doing is the left-hand wire, you're interrupting that and cutting it and then basically running it through this board. And then all you do is you basically bridge out these two terminals to basically switch it off. And that's basically simple ABC use. Works really well. We've got the bubble car making its way back round at the moment. And all being well, not going to touch the controller, not going to touch it again. So this is basically just an ABC section in the station. Oh, you can't see it because I'm going to hand on God this just so you can see this. But yeah, basically I won't touch it, and it will just come to a stop there. And then it's just a simple case of, if I just want to basically get it back out, all I'll do is I'll just hit reverse. Send it round again. Yeah. So there you go, away it goes. Yeah, Interfrog points do basically switch the rails themselves. Actually, I don't use any Interfrog points on this. These are all Electrofrog. So yeah. Hey, Ali Pally, woo! Iron Horse, hello mate. No, I didn't go to Ali Pally. I stayed away. I don't like Ali Pally. It's not a show that I'm keen on at all. So yeah, stayed away. It is, as some of you guys know, it is my birthday on Thursday. So bless her heart, my wife took me out for the day. I think she was hoping that I'd find something in the shopping centre that I would like and want to buy, but I haven't found anything. So yeah, she's going to be taking me out shopping again at some point. Admittedly though, I'm not allowed to buy any model railway stuff. So yeah, she does have me kind of thinking, what do I want, what do I need when it comes to things like this, because as I say, she doesn't let me buy any model railway stuff, because me being me, if I want anything from a model railway, I just go out and get it. Seems pretty simple at the time. Yeah. Having working in a model railway shop as well doesn't help either, because 9 times out of 10 when you go somewhere you just think, oh, I can get that cheaper through the shop, or I can get this from there, and so yeah, there you go. Working in a shop does have its perks occasionally. Hey, Peter Hot Dog, happy birthday, John. Not till Thursday. I will add that. Not until Thursday. You've got to get him. Oh dear. Happy birthday for Thursday. Yes. Yep. Let's play the fun game of guess my age, shall we? How old do you guys think I will be on Thursday? This actually makes me laugh quite a lot, because a lot of people think I'm younger than I actually am. Excuse me, bit of an itch. Small word, yeah, like new. Many happy returns. 47, no, not quite that old. 37, no. 43, no. 21, I wish. Does this look the hairline of someone that's 21, for goodness sake? Keep guessing. Over 9,000. You're a funny bugger. 39. No. No idea. Everyone's playing guessing games and Hot Dog's just like, no idea. Love it. Excellent. I'll give you all a clue. Flymo and Peter Jackson have actually been the closest so far. I know what I'm going to do for the last 5 minutes. I'm going to play with a pug. Get this huge rake of like a pug would ever actually manage to pull that. Hey! Hot Dog with the win! Oh no, Clydebridge, sorry. There we go, Clydebridge and Hot Dog Pilot, 38. Yes, I will be 38 on Thursday. Thank you ever so much. Not quite 40 yet, but I'm not far off it. Oh dear. No, the paracetamols haven't kicked in. In actual fact, I don't think they've actually touched it, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we've only got 9 minutes left of the stream, so yeah, I will endure for the sake of my lovely viewers. That is a big train. It's fine. I've not had air since probably my mid-20s, actually, to be fair. It's always been going, gone. So yeah, usually shave it off. Actually, it does need a lot of cutting off, if I'm honest. So Flymo, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I'll be working. Actually, this is the first year I'm actually working on my birthday. Actually, usually I book my birthday off, but in this case, no. And then next weekend I'll be up with 5-inch gauge fun at Gilling. So yeah, I'll try and do some videos for you guys. My biggest problem is I always forget. That pug would never, ever, ever be able to pull that in real life. That is quite funny. Yeah, I did see the Mica B vans actually. They look quite cool actually. So yeah, I might. Dare I say it? I might probably have a few of them actually. I'm always a problem with like my biggest problem at the moment is like I want to see something before I commit to it, and then there's all these companies that are just like, oh yeah, you know, place a pre-order with us, and I'm very much I want to see something before I buy it. I don't like just handing my money over. So yeah, well, I'll wait and see with that one. Spiky hair. I wish I could have spiky hair. Well, I kind of do, but it's very short, spiky hair. Working wrong line. No, it's not. It's shunting. Hey, good evening, Dallas. Thanks for joining us this evening. Sometimes you need a bit of faith. KR and Accurate Scale seem to deliver well. I've never been let down. I do understand your apprehension. I wasn't overly impressed with the... Oh, hello. I've just basically left the... I've left the pug going off in the wrong direction. Ha ha ha. I know what you're saying. The Akira scale stuff I'm not really too worried about. I wasn't overly impressed with the fell, if I'm honest. The KR fell. I think they needed to do a lot of work with that to get it right. So I was a little bit disappointed with that one. So yeah, I'm quite curious with the Licky Banker. I think that is one loco that has avoided the ready to run market for quite some time now. So I'm really, I want to see one. You know, I want to see one. Maybe I could have a little chinwag with Keith and see if he'll. Oh, it's lovely, my little pug. Yeah. No, maybe he'll send me over a sample to maybe have a look at and have a play with. It'll be a BR, probably a BR one. Yeah. Oh, my little pug's lovely. Yeah. Cracking little engine that is. that is one of the original engines that I had from when I was a kid, actually. I found it in a box, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give it a go. So yeah, that was one of my original engines. Admittedly, I've had to put a new motor in it. I have had to put a new motor in it because the original motor wasn't didn't have much life left in it, bless it. GT3, I really like to look at the GT3. I did contemplate the GT3 a few times actually. Hustle and bustle. Oh, here comes the DMU back in shot. Points are set for it. Yep, there we go. Also, one day we'll want to make the controls automatic with a road barrier and change the points. Just have a look at the Train Tech ones, to be honest with you. They're so simple and so easy to work. You just can't really go wrong with them, to be honest. So, yeah. The Train Tech automatic barrier ones. Mind you, it depends if you're doing early or later things. So, yeah. Dallas Thompson, I just got up. Excellent. Love it. I wish I was just waking up. There we go. I do need a pug for my layout. Has to be said. It'll be a challenge to sound fit. Yeah, they are a little bit awkward. I'll grab mine down. I'll tell you what. I'll put it on camera. I'll grab mine down. So this is my one. You can't. The original motor's still in there. I do want to make a smaller motor one for it, so I can basically see through the cab, which would be quite a nice idea. But what I actually did was I took the weight out of the boiler barrel, and I cut the top. I sort of cut along, and then basically left a little bit at the front, just so it had a little bit more weight. So the decoder and the speaker are in the boiler barrel. Oh, it's covered in dust. And then the Stay Alive basically sits between the two figures in the middle, sort of towards the back. And then the other thing I've done as well is I've used a little bit of the liquid lead stuff, liquid gravity I think it's called, and everywhere I possibly could I've basically filled up. So if I take that keeper plate off, that's all full of lead shot in there to basically give it a bit more weight. So that's actually quite a heavy little model now actually. I think they're only 100 and something grams. No, I don't even think they're that actually, thinking about it. I haven't got any weighing scales here, but basically even though I took that lump out of the front of it, I've still managed to get, I think I'm nearly 15 grams heavier than what the weight was in. So yeah, everywhere I could fit lead shot in here I have done. I've obviously tweaked and played with the pickups loads. It's an old 646 Zimo decoder that's in there. So yeah, I mean the biggest problem I have with this is the motor uses so much power that the Stay Alive really doesn't last that long. But yeah, it's a fab little engine. Yeah, you're welcome to borrow it and have a little play with it if you want, Craig. Just drop me a message and let me know. So anyway, right, that brings me to the end of the evening. I am going to literally end it there because my head is absolutely pounding, guys. I really do appreciate all the guys, all of you guys coming out and supporting me and making the channel what it is, and enjoying the layout. Aaron, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Do go and check out some of my other videos at the moment. If there's any sort of videos that you would like to see, do make some comments, and I'll try and do some videos. The last one I did actually was on boosters. So my MPD area that's behind me here has its own dedicated booster just for that area. Now, the reason I did that is because obviously all the locos parked in there at once. It's a case of when I was turning the system on, which is the DR5000, which has had the Yamaroq upgrade, admittedly. But when I was turning on the DR5000, all the locos over there were grabbing so much power that it was cutting out the DR5000. That's no fault of the DR5000. That's just every one of my locos has a stay alive in it, and the trip is very sensitive on the DR5000, so it was cutting out sooner. You'd have to basically cycle the power on and off a few times, and eventually you'd get it. But my way of countering this was basically putting its own dedicated 3 amp system over there. Now, when I did it, it was a case of there's a right and a wrong way to do this. You can't just add any booster to the system. So yeah, do go and watch that video. Yeah, gotta go. I'll have a go. Good man. Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah, I'm at Statfold Barn. I will be at Statfold Barn. I'm there with my layout byway MPD. I'll have my 009 stuff moonlighting over on the Hornby magazine stand, no doubt. So no doubt I'll be over there at some point throughout the day. But yeah, do come find me if you are at Statfold. Do let me know if you guys are coming, and do come and say hello to me. Oh, it might be on Statfold evening actually. The next one will be the second. The next one should be the 2nd of April. Now I know the show finishes. I think the show finishes at 5. No, is it earlier than that? It might be 4 actually. Hang on, bear with me. Yeah. Okay. So the show finishes. The show finishes at 4 o'clock on the Sunday. 2nd of April. Yep. That is the Statfold Barn exhibition day. So Statfold Barn show finishes at 4 o'clock. I don't think it's that far a drive for me, so yes, we will put that in for 7 o'clock that night. So basically I will come back fresh from Statfold Barn, and I will do a live stream with you guys, and I'll hopefully have some videos, comments, chats, talk to people that I've met throughout the day, etc, etc. But yeah, anyway, I'll call it there. Thanks very much for watching again, guys. Really do appreciate it. Take care. Have a wonderful time.